Yo, what's happening with it, everybody? We back at it like a crack addict. TSR show.
Hey,
and the
what's up,
NFL
everybody?
season is over, y'all.
Regular season.
The regular season is over. Well, my season is over as a Raider fan.
Yeah.
And as a Cowboy fan.
Yeah.
But anyways, we go kick it off with some off the top. And Anthony got a little some. So hit us with it.
So what I got today is I saw something on it was on one of the CBS broadcasting stuff, and it was one of the guys was talking about the Ravens, and the reason I hear this stuff is because we've talked about the Ravens a lot and how we don't we have our opinions on them, right? But they really hype them up, guys. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but they really talk about them. They paid the damn Bengals. And
The Ravens.
Yeah, they paid the Bengals. And they're talking and he said a comment. He goes, "If you don't see your reads, let's just run."
Right.
And I said, the first thing out of my mouth was, let's see you do that in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Let's see you do that in the fucking playoffs. And that's my opinion. And that's my off the top is, are these guys saying that because they do like it, or are they told to like it? That's my off the top.
Specifically the Ravens.
Specifically the Ravens. No, but certain teams, they do hype certain teams a lot more
Than other
teams. Like, we could all probably agree that the Bills are looking good lately, right?
no one talks about them.
But nobody talks about them.
Yeah.
But we do talk about the Ravens a lot.
Right.
We do talk about the Cowboys. We do talk about Oakland a lot, or Las Vegas a lot, right?
Do they?
Well, they do. They always say, when the Raiders are good, it's better for football.
It is.
It is. So it's good for all these franchises to be good, but that's my off the top is I don't know what to believe anymore. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's my opinion getting a little bit too much of me.
Right.
And maybe it's just, but I'm like, where does this end? When does it stop and just become, hey, these guys are just average? Yes, they could run the ball, but let's see you guys put that into a playoff team. That's why I can't wait. We're going to talk about the playoffs today, obviously, but I can't wait to see them against the playoff team because we already know what they've done.
Yeah.
And they're still hyping them up. Let's see what you do now. And that's what I can't wait for. Go for it.
I think it's prisoner of the moment type shit. And at the same time, I low-key think that some of these pundits and analysts might be on the payroll of certain people. I think a Nick Wright is on the LeBron payroll. I've never heard him dissect any negativity about LeBron.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And as far as the Skip Bayless, he's definitely he's always going against LeBron no matter what.
Yeah.
And then Shannon Sharp is on the LeBron payroll. But it's one of those things where it's if we're watching a political media outlet,
Yeah.
we want to know the real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not the one side. As we're watching sports, I'm pretty sure that when they watch the political media, it's why ain't you giving me the real? But at the same time, you aren't giving the people the real.
Yeah.
Are you giving a real take or are you not?
When are we gonna stop looking at the news and media to get our fucking information? I'm sorry that I cussed, but it's I just know, because we've always said that it comes with sports, it comes with politics. If you don't do your own research, or you don't find other outlets to really give you the real, in sports, we look at beat writers, the guys and women that are with the team for the info of during the week of the practice, the injuries, whatever. But we're not. There's also people that aren't really with the team, but that cover the team, and they're gonna give you the goods, the bads, the do's, and the don'ts. But we need to stop looking at the media and news,
mainstream media,
mainstream, to be oh no, they're giving me everything they know. And that's what it is. That's what it is. It's real. That's why you see so many people like us on YouTube getting more success than those on news or media, because they're giving you like real time facts, or even if you like it or not, even if it's something they agree with or not, and it might not hit their base or not, they're still giving you 100% real.
Yeah. And that's, like I said, when we chose to do this show, we chose to give you unapologetic, down the middle coverage.
But I did apologize for cussing. I'm sorry.
But a lot of mainstream media, like my thing is always, excuse me, if you get your knowledge from mainstream media, I can't talk sports with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's all for entertainment. You know what I'm saying? But that's that. That's the off the top.
But the thing is, like, just to go back to that, like, we do get our knowledge from there. It's just the way we depict it with ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, I watch the games myself, and I'm going, I don't agree with this guy. I'm not going to take his knowledge as what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's why I could say I drill down the whole show is that's what it is with us.
Mhm.
Right.
We take our opinions and we put it out there, and we just do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's kick it off with some NFL postseason.
We finally got the playoff picture, at least for next week. Wildcard weekend.
What's the first game on the slate?
The first game is going to be the Colts against the Bills. Saturday at 11? It's like 1:05
It's
Eastern.
like the first game.
Yeah,
So
11 o'clock.
So 105 Eastern, 11.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So we got the Bills as a 6.5 point favorite. The Bills go into this game with the number 6 offense and the number 13 defense. And then we got the Colts with the number 9 offense and the number 11 defense. So what are we thinking about this matchup?
I think the Bills got it. All around, they're just a better team. They're clicking on all cylinders where, you know, the Colts just last week got blown out. And I don't think the Colts are how we were talking about it last week. They're more of pretenders as opposed to contenders. And the Bills, I believe, are a real contender in the AFC. So I think the Bills, they cover. They definitely cover.
I got Old Man Rivers coming out with this one.
Shut up.
I'm gonna take experience over the actual team. I think his ability to like do that, like his old man ability, his veteranship is gonna come out during the playoffs. I'm hoping anyways, but let's see if this actually works out for him. But I'm taking the Colts. Yeah.
Okay. Buffalo's a juggernaut right now.
Yeah.
And they laid a 50 burger, almost 60 on the Dolphins. I think the Bills right now, they are peaking at the right time. And I think the Colts, for being a 7 seed, they're a good team. I think what's just going to happen is they're running into a juggernaut right now.
Yeah.
I think the Bills could score on anybody. That defense, like I said, it could be a little bit leaky, but I think Josh Allen is one of those players that nobody doesn't want to talk about. I don't know why, but maybe it's because they're waiting on an accident to happen with him. I don't know what it is, but he took that next step.
Yeah.
So I think,
and I think it's like your opinion, like you don't know why. My opinion is I think it's because he's not like electrifying Josh. Like you know what I mean? Like there's nothing great about him. He's just a good quarterback.
Yeah,
he's really really good. He's not like doesn't have that. He's like an everyday guy. He just goes to work and does his fucking job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right now he has the persona or the label of him as a system QB because he kind of came in with that new head coach. They were trying to rebuild the culture and do all those things. But Josh Allen, he's taking a way bigger leap this year than Lamar Jackson did from last year to this year. And he's playing very, very well. And like you said, they were peaking. I think they've been like actually one of the most consistent teams all year.
Okay. Well, like I said, it's going to be a good matchup because the AFC is deep.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next game. We got the Rams and the Seahawks. with the Seahawks being being 4.5-point favorites. The Rams come in with the 19th offense, but the number 1 defense. And then the Seahawks with the number 7 offense and the number 12 defense. That's an improvement on where they started.
Yeah.
Is Goff going to play?
We don't know yet. I think at this point it's 50-50.
So this year they've traded off, right? A win on each category.
Yeah.
The last one to win was the Seahawks against the Rams a couple weeks ago. I'm thinking that the Rams, if Goff plays, will win that one. If he doesn't play, then the Hawks. See, it's like a toss-up. It's like if Goff is there, they have a higher chance of winning, so I would pick them to win. But if he's not there, then they have a lower chance of winning, and I think the Seahawks got it.
Okay.
I take Seahawks both ways. I think if he comes back, he's coming back too early. And if he's not available, then, yeah, their defense is good. Don't get me wrong, but you still have to put points on the board. And if Seattle's doing that right now, I think Seattle could get it.
And it's a
Either
divisional game.
Because, that's going to be my point at the end. I'll go into that later, but.
Which I kind of hate in the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I
teams
was
that
gonna
have
say.
already played each other.
Exactly.
I hate it.
I really don't like that.
And we're seeing this matchup with the Steelers and the Browns and with the Rams and the Seattle. So introducing another team is kind of made it more of another divisional matchup game than anything.
Which kind of sucks because now that's my thinking into it. Like, who won the last one?
So
You know what I mean? Because they always trade off.
And that's what I'm saying. That's when you have to adapt.
Yeah.
So we'll stop taking the divisional winners and let's take them 1, 2, 3, 4 best records out of those.
Okay, well, as far as this matchup,
Yeah,
I think the key matchup right here is
We'll
going
talk
to be.
about that later. Yeah.
I think the key matchup right here is going to be the defensive unit against Russell Wilson. I think that at the end of the day, that's what it's going to come down to. And
Yes.
the Seahawks have not been playing that spectacular as of late. So they might be on a
Downward spiral.
downward spiral, but you can never take out Russell Wilson.
Never
when it
count him
comes
out.
in the playoffs.
Never count that little guy out, bro.
The key here will be Jared Goff, because the thing about Jared Goff is when he's riding high, he seems to give you a clunker.
Yeah.
But then when coming off a clunker, it's like you give up on him,
Yeah.
but then he comes back up.
Yeah.
And we'll see how that hand is doing. But if they end up playing with that backup quarterback, he looked decent today. I think the Rams are the biggest upset sleeper potential out of all these teams.
Oh my God. You're crazy.
With the number one defense.
Well, I'm not saying that, but like you need to at least come on. The Ravens had Matt Hasselbeck, or who was it? Those shitty quarterbacks that they had.
Wait.
What are you saying?
What do you
I'm
mean?
just saying, like you need a halfway decent quarterback. Like you're saying, even if Goff doesn't come back, like that this quarterback's gonna take him all some way. No.
I just one game.
No. I don't see.
Okay.
Wait. So are you saying the Rams are the sleeper of the NFC?
Yeah, or
I
the
think-
playoffs week.
I
There you
think-
go. Let's break it
I
down.
think the Rams have the biggest. How would I say this? They're plus 4.5. That's a bet I would take. You know what I'm saying? They have the biggest potential of
Okay.
winning outright and for sure covering
Okay.
out of all these
and a
teams.
gambling.
We'll keep going down and
keep going down.
we'll
keep going down.
we'll
Because I get what you're saying now. Okay, I get it. Yeah.
okay. Okay. So next up we got Tampa Bay, as Anthony likes to call them, Tampon Bay,
Yeah.
up against Washington. So Washington, they're in. So even if the Cowboys would have won, it wouldn't have mattered. But anyways,
Yeah.
Tampa Bay comes in with the number 5 offense and the number 5 defense.
That's good.
And then Washington comes in with the powerful 26th ranked offense, but the number 4 defense.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang, I never thought they'd be that good. Damn. Go for it. Victor.
Well, I was just gonna say they got Alex Smith back. We said last week that's their best chance of winning right now is with an Alex Smith. I think the matchup is actually gonna be really good. going up against Tampa Bay because Redskins defense is actually legit. Their pass rush is like they can get after the quarterback, and that's one thing that throws Tom Brady off is his timing. And if you get to him, he's not going to run. He's just going to go down. We've seen it before. So I gotta, as much as I don't want to say this, I don't think. What did you say? It was 6.5 for the Bucks?
There's no point spread on this one yet because the game just ended.
It just ended.
Yeah.
I'm sure Tampa Bay will be favored by it.
Yeah, they should.
I want to say a touchdown.
Yeah, like 6.5, 6, or even
6.5 probably.
Yeah.
I don't think Tampa covers,
But they're gonna win.
but I think they win. I don't think they cover, but I think they win.
Okay, what you think?
That's gonna be a good one, actually.
I think they're definitely gonna cover. They're definitely gonna win. I think it just bases on how. I don't know. I just think that it's gonna be based upon like how healthy do you want to stay for the rest of the playoffs. So they're not gonna hit it hard. They're not gonna do anything bad. They're gonna make.
What do you mean, like?
Tampa Bay's gonna make Washington score. You get what I'm saying? Make their offense win.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's where I could see it. Like, let's slow them down. Let's keep their offense on there. Like, you get what I'm saying? Because like our defense is good enough.
I think both defenses actually match up very well.
Yeah, it's gonna match up very well. I'm just saying like I just don't see them getting spent on this game. I think they're just gonna blow right through them. To be honest, I think it's.
You think Tampa Bay is gonna blow right through Washington?
Blow right through Washington.
Oh.
But I think it's more of like, how much energy do we really want to spend on these losers?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Get what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, but like, don't underestimate them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So
I think it's hard with Tom Brady at QB.
yeah.
So this is going to be a defensive matchup because both units are great. As we're going down the list of games, it's going to be a good game.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be a solid ass game.
I think it'll be a good game. We'll see if Mike Evans plays.
Yeah,
because he got hurt today.
Yeah.
Terry McLaurin's going to be a tough cover. Antonio Gibson and J.D. McKissick out of the backfield for
that's what I'm saying,
Washington.
bro. Like they got the talent.
They're moving in the right direction. I think it's just a year too early. Like,
but they do have a pass rush over there in Tampa Bay. Yeah. But so does
Washington
because they have a top 5 pass rush.
The Redskins.
Chase Young is the truth.
Chase Young is good. He's great. Yeah, he's great.
Oh, he's badass.
He's captain now. He's captain now.
You see, he got the captain now. So I was going to say, he got a captain. Yeah.
And just real quick on Dwayne Haskins. What happened?
I honestly, I was reading up on it, thinking about it all week. You know, they released him. I don't think he put his the way they were saying it and kind of explaining everything is he wasn't like that workhorse kind of quarterback, the guy that you really like, you know, the first one in, last one out.
Yeah.
He was partying, didn't take it as serious. I think what happened there though too is I think Washington kind of did that to him because when they drafted him, it was like it was like a circus. Like, okay, you're starting. Okay, next week you're not starting. Like they never fully committed to him.
Yeah,
is what I'm saying, to start. But at the same time, he wasn't putting his best foot forward to become the best player he can be. And plus, he just like really sucked as a QB, bro. He had one good year at Ohio State, and then that just like elevated his head. And I think he thought it was so easy because he had good numbers in that 1 year. So when he came out, he probably thought it was going to be just the same, if not easier. And he didn't spend that time.
So, yeah. Do you guys remember when the Redskins or the Giants drafted Daniel Jones?
Yeah.
And everybody, as far as the pundits that we were talking about, the First Takes, the Undisputeds, the Nick Wrights, were roasting the Giants for not drafting Dwayne Haskins?
Yeah.
Yep.
There's if you guys could Google it, they were making fun of the Giants. Now we don't know what
Daniel Jones.
what Daniel Jones is going to be down the road, but he's
get
not the
cut.
circus. He's not the circus that Dwayne Haskins is, and this is why you don't. This is why do people get these fucking? I didn't want to curse. Do people give these takes just for clout? Like, why were you saying what just for views? What made you want to say that Dwayne Haskins was X, Y, and Z? And that's where these stats can lie to you. Statistically, Dwayne Haskins had a better stats in college than Daniel Jones. But you know what the people and the smart people in the NFL do? They don't let stats determine what's what.
Yeah.
Otherwise, every running back that had the best stats would go number one. Every quarterback that had the best stats would go number one. It's based off potential. Stats is in everything.
Did you peak at those numbers in college? Like, is that the best you're going to be? They take everything into consideration.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, your character. Who do you kick it with? How do you hate? Like, who do you hang out with? We
Do
don't
you
care
study?
that.
Can you
study?
see the field?
Yes.
Did they make it easy for you?
How are you in the workout room?
I'll
Like,
put it-
you know, it's the intangibles.
His coach at Ohio State, and this is where I had to listen. I had to go back to this
Yeah, Urban
after I
Meyer.
heard Urban
But
Meyer.
hang on real quick. One more point on that.
Go for it. I just want to go for it.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
when was the last time there was a great Ohio State quarterback in the NFL?
It's been a long time.
And there's one coming out this year.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I want to say Ohio State's coach, what was his name?
Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer. Came out and goes, this is what he said before the draft. He's the best talented quarterback I've ever coached. But he said, it's only been 1 year, work ethic, and off the field issues. And no, he didn't say off the field. Off the field can be an issue. He put that out there for
Yes.
person. So as a scout, as a professional scout, what stands out to you there? He said it's the best athlete, but he just names one thing good
Yeah.
and three things bad.
Yeah.
So that's why I say, that's why when I heard that, I went, oh, okay. So he was kind of putting it.
We'll see where he lands up
Yeah,
next
we'll see
year.
where he lands up, but that's what I got to say. Like,
Yeah.
if people put out warning signs, you got to know when to see the warning.
Right. Okay. Moving on to Sunday's games. We got Baltimore and Tennessee. And this is another matchup we've already seen. Right? So Baltimore minus 3.5 point favorites. Baltimore comes in with the number 8 offense and the number 3 defense, and Tennessee with the number 3 offense and a stunning number 22 defense.
Well, and then Derrick Henry hit 2,000 rushing yards.
Yeah, he got that. He got that
that.
stimulus on the field.
You know what I'm saying?
2K.
Go for it, Ant.
So what y'all got?
I got Baltimore winning.
You just
this
need
one.
to talk into the mic, bro.
All right, my bad. I got Baltimore winning this one, and the reason I got them is for their defense. Too. I think Tennessee's defense is terrible. I think he's going to be able to do some stuff on them, but unless Tennessee could score a ton of points, I don't see this happening.
We've seen this matchup before.
That's all I'm saying.
We saw it last year,
And it's revenge time.
and we haven't seen Lamar Jackson win in the playoffs.
Never.
You know what I'm saying? Lamar, like I said, Lamar Jackson and the Ravens are the biggest front runners in the league besides Tampa Bay. They'll beat up on those mediocre ass teams, right? Mm-hmm. But when it's time to face some stiff competition, it's you don't hear from them.
No.
You don't hear from Big Trust. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't hear from no Big Trust. So with this one, I know I've been talking all that talk about Tennessee and their defense. I think I'm gonna roll with Tennessee here.
The only reason I picked Baltimore was because the defense is good. They have a good defense, and nobody talks about them though.
The stronghold of the Titans is their offense.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
what you got?
You know, This one was. I just got to go back to Lamar hasn't proven anything in the playoffs, and this is what I'm gonna say is Lamar had a better year last year, performance-wise, and this year he dipped. So what makes me think that he's actually gonna excel in the playoffs this year?
Yeah.
Nah. So I'm picking Tennessee. I feel like they're gonna control the clock, take the ball out of Baltimore's hands. They're gonna run it.
Yeah.
And honestly, like you said, the offense is their stronghold. They have a good enough offense and a strong enough offense to go up against Baltimore's defense. It is gonna maybe be a back and forth offensive battle, but I just can't. I can't trust in Lamar until I can trust in Big Trust. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
Big trust
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah,
we need to have a little segment, and I'm gonna get to somewhere with this point. A segment in what got lost in the win, what deficiencies are not being talked about in the win.
Yeah.
Because when someone wins, all that gets glossed over.
Yeah.
And when they lose, it's like, and this is my point. How much you want to bet if the Ravens lose, they're gonna say, Lamar Jackson needs more help. He has no wide receivers.
Oh, yeah.
Mark Ingram is hurt.
Yep.
He needs better running backs. But they're not saying that as they're winning, right?
Right.
They're not saying that. So just watch.
Okay,
just watch out for that.
So, and another thing too, you just brought up their defense. That's ranked pretty high.
Yeah.
That's a high ranked defense. So how come this? We're talking about today. They're talking about they put up 400 and some odd yard rushing, right? Well, it's because your defense kept their offense off the field.
Yeah.
So that's no wonder why you guys were able to run 400 yards. Because your defense was 3 and out.
They ran for 400 yards today?
Over 444 yards.
The Ravens.
The Ravens did. That's why everybody's fucking talking about them.
Is that changing your take?
No, it's not changing my take,
No,
but that's one of I'm not a
it proves the point.
that's one
That's
of the
what I'm saying.
I'm not a stat guy, but when I hear
But
egregious
it
shit,
proves,
it's like
but it proves the point that their defense in this. I was wondering how the fuck did they do that? I don't care. How the fuck did they do that? So and I'm looking at it going, no way. Now it makes sense. Now that you said what their defense is, it was 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out.
Yeah.
Run the ball. No reads my way. Run the ball. That's how they put 400 some odd yards.
Well,
up.
and then you're going up against
Cincinnati.
Yes.
There it is. Why are we acting like they're the fucking new coming of the... It's not the golden era of freaking football in the 70s where this team's a rock hard team. They're disgustingly soft.
if my like connection with load
404 rush yards. Yeah.
There it is.
404.
Over 400 yards rushing.
Okay.
Bro. So does that make sense to you guys now? With their defense 3 and out, and they're just rushing the ball up and down the field?
And J.K. Dobbins is a good running back.
He is.
But like I said, when you don't run the ball and you have to throw, let's see what you are.
And at the last game of the year, guys, everybody's going like this. I don't want to get injured before I go on vacation. Do I want to blow my ACL out so I'm on the
But
bed?
this is what we're talking about, right? Lamar Jackson passing was 10 of 18 for 113 yards, 3 tugs, and an interception, right? He rushed for 11 attempts for 97 yards.
Yeah.
So that's what we mean by like, okay, did he win? But did Lamar did Lamar
It's all right, bro. Go for it.
put up those 38? Like how like a Peyton Manning would do, or how even like a Dan Marino would do. He would throw him back into the game.
Yeah.
Or throw
Or
him
a
through the
Deshaun
game.
Watson.
Yeah, or a Deshaun Watson, throwing him back into the game.
Patrick Mahomes.
Coming from behind.
The real ones know what's
Come
up.
from behind.
Yeah.
It sounds...
Even
But you
like
gotta-
even a Dak Prescott.
Come from behind quarterback, bro. He
Okay.
could throw the
He
ball.
had to get his Dak Prescott plug in, huh?
Yeah,
he had to get his
Hey,
Dak
number
Prescott
4.
plugged in.
Hey, I can't wait till you come back, baby. I seriously can't wait till you come back, dog.
All right, what's the next game? What's the next matchup? Because we got this going smooth.
All right. So we got New Orleans as 9.5-point favorites over Chicago. The Saints come in with the number 4 offense and the number 7 defense. Chicago with the number 18 offense and the number 8 defense.
I'm gonna just nip that one in the bag, bro. The Saints got that one.
the Saints got
I mean,
that
the
one.
Bears aren't. They're on a QB carousel right now. They're kind of like in a rebuild. They're lucky that they're in. Saints win that one, and they cover.
I don't know if they cover, but I do think the Saints win.
It's a win, and I heard some dumb analyst, I heard somebody the other day say that they're finally using Mitch Trubisky. Is that what that dumbass's name is? They're starting to use him the way they should use him.
Right.
No, bro, you should be able to play the way your coach wants you to play. We shouldn't have to. We'll go on this later, but a lot of people are saying that they're starting to play towards him. No, they're making the playbook easy for him, and that's why he's looked a little bit better.
Right.
I'm hearing
New
that
Orleans will still get the win.
I'm hearing that they might bring him back next year.
I definitely would think, but they have to simplify. It's like, okay, so it's like dealing with a guy that you know he has talent, but he doesn't have it up here. And here's what's crazy about all this stuff. You want to know what's crazy?
What?
A white boy, you would never, and I hate to take it this way, you would never hear that he does not do off the field issues. Like
Who?
Trubisky.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't study the playbook. He does not do as much as any other quarterback in the league.
How do you know that though?
Because obviously, if they're having to dumb down the playbook for him, that says something about his knowledge about sports, breaking down the offense.
But there's one thing saying I don't study, and there's one thing saying I study and don't comprehend, or it's too complex.
How is that different? Either you're dumb enough not to know it, and you have the job to do it, but you fucking can't do it.
Well, you either don't show up at work, or you show up at work and you're being a dumbass.
Yeah,
there's a difference.
That's what I'm saying.
At least you're showing up at work.
Yeah, he's showing up at work, and he's being a dumbass. So yeah, they're going to give him credit for showing up for work, and they're always going to bring him back. But they are tapping a broken record.
I don't like to make definitive comments on stuff like that. I don't know for a fact that goes on behind the
opinion. That's all I'm saying.
the locker room.
I feel like they've dumbed down shit for him. We've all heard comments that they had to turn off TVs for this guy because he didn't like criticism. We've all heard stuff about him.
Oh, like drinking his own Kool-Aid.
Yes.
I know that.
That's what we've heard. So
I think what he's saying, what it's not that like he's not comprehending the playbook, but he's just saying he doesn't have like the mental toughness to be a starting QB of a franchise.
There it is.
And that's the best way to say it.
Maybe in his mind he's doing his best, but everybody's like, dude, what the hell?
fuck you
Yeah,
doing,
like
bro?
come on, bro.
Yeah, right.
You need
right,
to be
no.
farther along.
And that's what I'm saying. What Anthony started saying is that kind of was like, whoa, hold up. When he said he doesn't study.
No, but like maybe he does, but he's not comprehending.
Right.
Like
That's
Jamarcus Russell didn't study.
Like he didn't study.
Yeah.
We all saw the
there.
fucking tape where he said, "Yeah, coach, I watched that DVD, all of it." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
There was
everybody
blank
knows-
tapes. Yeah.
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 But like that's what I'm saying. Like this, he could probably fall in the lines of that because of the fact I think I don't know what it is if he's drinking his own Kool, like you said. But I think like if they do bring him back, all you're doing is tapping the well that's already going dry.
Yeah.
I think
it.
he has, honestly, I think he has the ability to be a good QB. I really do.
Does.
I really do.
He does.
Like as far as arm, height, whatever. But as far as putting all your onus on his shoulders, I don't think he has a good grasp of that.
No.
Like he's not the guy like, yo, I'm going to bring us back. Like a Patty Mahomes, hey, we're all right. We're good. And people believe in him. His teammates don't believe in him.
Yeah.
So it makes him second think and hesitate and doubt himself. And that's what he's talking about, mental toughness.
Yeah.
As a QB, you got to be mentally tough,
Yeah.
bro.
My thing with Trubisky.
More than athletics.
Yes.
To be honest.
My thing with Trubisky is just, do you see the field? Do you see the field? Can you go through your progressions? And I've seen him go through his progressions, but I've also seen the field split in half for him. Do you see the field, and do you have the mental capacity to do this consistently? And that's what he's yet to show us. And then the one last thing about Mitchell Trubisky. Okay.
I call him Mitch.
Yeah.
Mitch Trubisky, whatever it is.
Rich, whatever. Go for it.
Let's lay it to rest. Let's stop judging these quarterbacks by wins and losses.
Right.
What I mean by that is, did you guys know that Mitch Trubisky has more career wins than Deshaun Watson?
Yes.
But
I
who's
do.
the better quarterback?
Deshaun Watson?
Deshaun Watson.
And that's one of those things where it's like, to the teams out there, or to the quarterbacks out there that get a bad rap for being on a bad franchise and on a bad team, like a Matthew Stafford, like a Deshaun Watson. I think those quarterbacks are great. They're good.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just that the people running the organization, the defense could be a Derek Carr's another one.
Yeah.
They get a bad rap for it. But Deshaun Watson is one of those house of highlights, one of those flashy dudes that gets the same rep as a Lamar Jackson, though he's 10 times better than Lamar Jackson and is actually good.
And he has
But
an arm.
nobody talks about him as a loser. But guess what?
He is.
His team is, for the most part, they're losers.
That's the thing. That's the thing that when we were talking about media shit, that's what
Right.
sucks is you'll be like, oh no, but see, Deshaun it's the team around him. That's why they're losing. You can't expect him to carry a team. But then it's another quarterback, and they're like, whoa, he should be able to bring him back.
Like a Matthew
He should-
Stafford.
Yeah, like he should be able to bring it. He has the veteranism. He has the years on him. He's good enough to bring teams back. But then when it comes to other players, you're willing to out like, oh, he doesn't have a line. He doesn't have receivers. Yeah, but neither does this guy, and he's still doing better than this guy. So you can't call apples to oranges. Let's do it apples to apples and say like, no, this is why they lost.
Mm-hmm.
It's not solely on him, but he could do this, and this better.
Preach.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Okay, so for the last matchup, we got Pittsburgh with minus 3.5 point favorites over the Cleveland Browns.
Which they just played
They
today.
just played
Yeah.
today, right?
But
Yeah.
it was like the Steelers practice squad,
Yeah.
basically. And they almost won, by the way.
Yeah.
We've got the Steelers coming in with the number 12 offense and the number 2 defense. And then we got Cleveland with the number 14 offense and the 20th ranked defense. Talk to me about this game.
Go ahead.
I gotta say, like, just watching who was playing in this game, because I just saw them play, obviously, and I saw that they're resting players. I was like, why are we even talking about Baker Mayfield taking them in the playoffs? The Steelers let them walk into the playoffs to get a good matchup.
But
That's what I'm saying.
but what about the games they played before?
So no, but the games they played, yes, he has. I got to give him some credit. He has gotten better. He's done some things and stuff like that. It's just that they got into the playoffs off of a fluke. They landed up playing the Steelers, and they're going to play them again. The Steelers are going to beat them this time. It's easier to scheme against somebody that you just played. Obviously, what are they going to do? So, obviously.
I got to be honest. Baker Mayfield was one of the dudes we've been clowning on.
Yeah, we clowned on him bad in the beginning.
We've been clowning on him, and he's kind of like,
Low key brought himself back.
yeah, like to respective mode.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if I'm not going with the narrow-minded statement of the Steelers let them get in the playoffs, because that disregards the games that they won prior to that game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? They didn't just play a one and done game.
Yeah, but they didn't. What I'm saying is the Steelers didn't plan on winning this game. The Steelers didn't go into it saying, "Hey, we're going to
That's
play
what
all
yeah.
No, I know
we're playing
that.
all of our scrubs and we're going to win."
No,
this
I know
one."
that. I know that.
Yeah, that's why
they
I said that.
basically just punted the game.
Yeah,
And the Steelers, so on the Steelers end, no more excuses. No more. They basically their starters treated this as a bye week. And, no more. We got screwed with the bye week. We've got injuries. We've got this, that, and the other. It's time to throw the football downfield. We saw Mason Rudolph do it. We need to see Big Ben do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We need to see y'all stretch the field. And the defense is the defense. They got a good defense. The defense now is not the defense that they had when they started the season.
Yeah.
They had a better defense when they had Devin Bush and Bud Dupree. I don't know if y'all know this, but Bud Dupree is a great defensive player.
Yeah.
Yes.
A good pass
Yes.
rusher.
Yes.
And no one really like talks about him.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
But
not,
that was a big loss to that defense, you know. But they do got TJ Watt. But no more excuses, because the defense is not what's holding you down. Is dancing in the middle of the logo on your opponent's logo, and then not stretching the ball, not catching the ball, and then not having a great running back. It's the offense.
Right.
So I don't want to hear no excuses on the defense. Yes, the secondary is kind of, but that's really been a stronghold for most of the part. Yes, it dipped off and then rest as well. But I
like Minkah Fitzpatrick though. He's pretty good.
He's good. He missed a tackle on Nick Chubb today.
Yeah, but that's Nick Chubb, bro.
Yeah, but I do. So you got the Steelers?
I got the Steelers.
You got the Steelers? I got the Steelers too, because the Browns never beat the Steelers when, obviously they have
It matters.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not laying off on Baker. I don't know what these guys are talking about. Let's be honest, guys.
Quarterback envy.
No, it's just, bro, it's just, okay. He's done well. He's done well quarterbacking for that team.
Yeah.
He's been able to manage that QB position for that team, but he's not the reason they're in the damn playoffs. He's just on the poster board as like the number one guy.
And the commercials.
Yes, in the commercial. He's not. So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, just because they made to the playoffs, yeah, Baker, yeah, he did what he had to do, which is true. He had to hand it off and run the ball. They ran the ball more than any other team this whole season, than anybody. And look at the team, look at the games where they looked to Baker to get us out of those games. Did they win those games?
No.
Okay,
No.
but did he perform in some of them? Like the one that comes to mind is the Baltimore one.
Okay, he performed in Baltimore. Did he perform in New York against a team that was looking to tank?
You talking about the Giants?
The Jets.
The Jets?
See what I'm saying? Is like
He performed good against the Giants. I gotta refresh my memory on. I'm not a Browns fan,
Yeah.
no. But what I'm saying is, I'm gonna take the Steelers. They have the defense and plus they just played them. They saw what they're gonna do with their practice squad guys and almost won. And backups. I don't want to call them practice squad guys, but like with backups, they didn't have Big Ben in there or whatever.
Yeah.
But now you lost by what, 2 with those guys, and
Now you gotta go play the real team.
yeah, now you got to
week.
play the real team. But not only that, like we went back to, they're playing within the division. This is going to be like the 3rd time you guys play again. Of course, they know you.
Yeah.
They don't really. That's why they benched some of the guys. Was like their starters was like, dude, we see these guys. We already have the game plan for these guys.
Yeah.
Just sit back, relax, be healthy for next week, and we'll get them. You know what I mean? If we win, we win. If not, and they almost won. So I'm gonna have to go with the Steelers.
But here's the other thing on this. Are the Browns the same team they were when they played the Steelers in October?
No, they're the same team that played the Steelers today.
It's just the same team?
Yeah, it's the
I
same
don't
team.
think it's the same team. I think they've gained an identity about themselves.
Yeah, it's running the ball.
I think they know who they are now, and I don't think they'll rest it on Baker's hands, which I agree. We agree on that.
Yeah.
I still can't believe how you draft a quarterback number 1 and then make your team, a running team as the identity.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's the same team. Just like just like the Steelers weren't the same team as they were there to now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
The team you were like, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, but we were naming the Steelers like the same team. We were not like the media outlets. We thought they were in the beginning. We're like, yeah, they're the best team. But by like the 7th, 8th week, we're like, well, they haven't really beat anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they also he was supposed to get a haircut because of the Steelers. bro.
If you guys didn't get sick, we'd be cutting my hair.
No, it's just one of those things. But that's the playoff matchups.
I think it's gonna be solid, man. The regular season is over and done with. Me as a Cowboys fan, I'm looking at the draft now. So we just I'm not really. Obviously, we're gonna keep up with the playoffs for the show for you guys, for the fans, and we're gonna keep that up. But yeah, I'm a little devastated, but not really, because Dak wasn't there. Okay. I miss you, Dak. Number 4.
Here we go.
My dude.
Okay, I just 5 more minutes. Number. I just want to a couple quick hitters with you guys. Number 1 is MVP, the Dolphins, and
we'll start with 1,
and then the Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields. Okay,
bring that up.
So
MVP for me, Patrick Mahomes.
And Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. I got Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, I'll give you the case real quick for Patrick Mahomes. The best player on the best team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Or do you go with the best season, which is Aaron Rodgers?
I know his passes.
It's kind of iffy.
It's a toss up.
It's a toss up.
The way he throws the ball today, dude. I was just watching it. It's like magic, bro. He just has this little sling. Boom.
You see that 72-yard? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like to me, Aaron Rodgers. I know he had in the middle of the season a little lapse where we're like, okay, yeah, he lost his MVP nomination, but everybody else kind of tailed off. I know Ant mentioned, Patty Mahomes sat out today.
And his play tailed off.
Yeah, and his play kind of tailed. I'm interested.
If they've been winning though.
That's the Mitch Trubisky argument.
No.
That's the Mitch Trubisky argument.
No, he's been
just because
good. And the thing about it is, when you're that good, people don't look at you no more. We expect you to win.
I just had this Mitch Trubisky argument, and it's like no. So you gotta die every game, every situation has its own DNA. For example, in the loss that the Chiefs had, Patrick Mahomes played good.
Yeah,
he did play good in some of the games they won, like the ones against the Falcons.
Right.
But he just said, but did they win? Oh, okay, that's the Mitch Trubisky argument.
There
you know?
Okay.
So that's that. So that's that. So honestly, it's a toss-up to me.
I think I'm not gonna be disappointed if either one of them win.
That's what I'm saying. Me too.
But I think Aaron Rodgers should get
it. Okay. Now the other one. I wanted to bring this up to you guys. The Dolphins are going to be picking 3rd in the draft because they got that Texans pick. Did they mess up on Tua? And will they be picking a quarterback in next year or this year's draft?
Go ahead, Aaron. Let me gather my thoughts.
Okay, so I said this. So I said this because I saw this national championship game live, and I was like, "Who is this kid that just came out and just won
the semifinal?"
No, it was the national championship game when Tua went in.
Oh, that one.
And he beat Georgia. And it was blown away, bro. It was what's his name? Plays for Philly now?
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts was in. Jalen Hurts was more of a standard quarterback. He ran a lot, little gadget play. They let up stifling him. They threw in Tua. Tua landed up winning the national championship game, doing it. And when I saw his play, I was like, okay, I can see why they won. I can see why everything happened. He's a gadget player. To me, they did make a mistake. You're taking a guy, and I think Alabama's overrated. You're talking about a guy that wins games as the coach. He knows how to win college football games. He doesn't know Saban. Nick Saban knows how to win college football games, not how to nurture talent. So when he tries to win college football games, he'll find somebody to win for him.
but it's not going to be necessarily make it better on the pro level.
What you got, Heck?
So it's based on the team's success and what they have around
But
and
match
built in
that
Miami.
with what they've been doing with the quarterback situation. too.
Yeah, no. Well, what I'm saying is, I think the team is built to win, and that's where I think they messed up with Tua. He doesn't match that team right now. It's hard because it's what I'm trying to think of is like they have a squad right now where if they just have like a Baker, if they just had a Baker Mayfield on that squad, they would win a lot of games.
Yeah.
They have the team built right, but they just didn't get the quarterback right. But I don't think they were, like we said this before, I said this before, I don't think they were ready for this year to be the year. They were like, look, we're rebuilding. We let go of some talent. We got some picks coming in the next 2 years.
Yeah.
Let's rebuild. And now you have this team success and you have Tua. Does he need to get better? I think so too. So I think they're going to ride for one more year. I don't think they're going to go with the quarterback in the first round.
The reason why I brought this up is because they're picking third in the draft.
Yeah.
And it made it interesting. I brought it up because they're going to get tempted. They're going to get tempted. When you're drafting that, you're going to have your pack, you're going to have your pack of litter when it comes to picking a quarterback. It probably won't be a Trevor Lawrence and a Justin Fields, because it looks like those might go 1 and 2. Or that Wilson dude. But I just wanted to ask that question about Tua. I don't know if he's scared. He doesn't want to throw downfield. He looks small. Does he not want to get hurt? I don't know.
That's the hard part is the injury.
Did you guys see him on the field, like on the bench? They showed it on TV today. He looked scared. Like he had his face down. Like he wears the black with the crosses and stuff like that. And he had his face down. He looked scared, bro. Poor guy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, just to wrap it up, Hector made a statement of.
I'll say it. I'll say it. I think Justin Fields is going to be better than Trevor Lawrence. I'll say it. I'll stand on my own 2 feet and say that. I really think coming out, Justin Fields is going to have higher production rate than a Trevor Lawrence. Long term, we'll see what it says. I've seen Justin Fields for a while now. Been a fan of him for a while now. First, he committed to Georgia, ended up transferring to Ohio State. And so, I don't know. To me, I've been a fan. I just feel like the way the NFL game is going, you see a lot of when they're bringing in quarterbacks, especially like top picks. You see a lot of the teams or the coaches. They tend to make a system for that quarterback. They don't make the quarterback learn their system anymore. And so I think Justin Fields has a lot more to him in order to be more abundant in your play calling. Yes, Trevor Lawrence is a better passer and thrower of the football as far as a pocket passer, but I think you see these dual threat quarterbacks coming out, and Justin Fields is that. He's not going to run all the time, but he still has the arm to throw you out of games or win you games.
Let's go Ohio State quarterbacks, right?
I think so.
So what you're saying is if you had the number 1 pick, you would draft him over Trevor Lawrence.
Like if I'm the Jags?
Yeah.
Well, based on the Jags system, that's what I'm saying. Like based on the Jags system, you're gonna go with Trevor Lawrence. I just think he's gonna be better coming out, not like long term.
So then I don't know what you're saying.
What I'm saying is Justin Fields is gonna produce right away. He's gonna be in a system that's gonna win you those, kind of like a Joe Burrow came in and he was doing good right away. Then they started learning how to win, and then I was like, okay. Then he got hurt. And that kind of ruined the whole.
Mitch Trubisky started producing right away than most of the quarterbacks in his class.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter if you produce right away.
I think he's going to have better production in the first 4 years than a Trevor Lawrence will.
Well, I mean,
That's
that's
all
not
I'm
saying
saying.
much. That's not saying much. I thought you were going that.
I'm going to.
I thought you were. You made it seem like. You made it seem like.
I told you that. I told him that in behind the scenes. I said he's going to come out better in like the first 3-4 years, have better production, but I don't know long term who's going to be the better quarterback.
I just don't like gadget quarterbacks. I honestly, he just hit it. Like, he just said my point. I'm tired of freaking these franchises building around these guys when these guys need to learn how to play the game. I think we've seen this with RG3. We've seen this with a bunch of people.
He's another one.
We watch these guys come out of college. They look, they're amazing. They figure them out in the NFL. They're gonna figure you out.
Let me ask you this: you got the number 1 pick. Not if I'm the Jags, if I'm the Giants. I'm saying if you got the number 1 pick and they give you a pool of players and they say Justin Fields or Trevor Lawrence, who are you taking number 1?
On mine, I would skip on Trevor Lawrence. I go Fields. I think he has more potential as far as a pro-style fucking offense.
Okay, thank you for answering the question. Hector, if you have a pool of players and you're drafting number 1.
Well, it depends what I need. Do I have a quarterback?
No, you don't have a quarterback. You need a quarterback.
Do I need a quarterback or do I need a
That's why-
defensive end or a linebacker?
No.
Look, we're not
Or
the
a center.
Cowboys. We're not the Cowboys right now.
Or, that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking like right now I need more of a left tackle.
But you're making
a
this
center.
question complex. You're making this question
That's
complex.
a big pick. That's a big pick.
Okay, so when I ask you about KD,
Okay, I'll go Justin Fields.
Okay.
Put it that way.
Thank you.
Okay.
you
Well,
would go Justin Fields.
Like damn, I'm just saying. What? How does my team look like? Do
This
I need
is a
center?
TSR
Do I need a
show.
center?
So
Do I
we
need
are
a right
going to
tackle?
debate.
The
Do I
thing
need a
about
guard?
it is, if you're drafting number 1, obviously you don't have a fucking quarterback.
No, that's not true because look, the Cowboys. Look. Dak got hurt. We could have had a number 1 pick going in. I don't need a quarterback.
but you guys didn't.
He's just hurt.
No, you guys did.
But he's going-
You're acting like you're the Dallas Cowboys.
But he's-
if you're number 1 and you're drafted number 1, you got to look at it like, I don't have a quarterback. I need to be.
But I might have a quarterback. What if I can get?
He's going off hypotheticals.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you hear the truck backing
This
up
is
right now?
no. This is all
Hang on.
hypothetical.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll still go Fields
He's
over
going
Lawrence.
off like he's the
is what I'm
Dallas
saying.
Cowboy GM. You're
No,
not
but
the
that's what I'm
GM.
saying. You gotta think about,
Do I have a quarterback?
Yeah.
do I need
Did
a
I
lineman?
say that? Did I
do I
say
need
that?
a center?
But even then, you draft.
What if I get a badass center and I only got one first round pick?
Even then,
The thing is, you interrupted my question. Anthony let me ask the question when I said, you got the number 1 pick. You have a pool of players. And I'm saying, I'm giving you 2 players. I didn't say you have a defensive end on the table, you have a quarterback on the table, you got a punter on the table. That's what you didn't let me get to.
Yeah, but you said a pool of players, so it's a pool, not a hot tub.
Because-
You're giving me
hey,
2 picks.
Look,
So that's a hot tub of players. That's a hot tub of players, right?
We've got
That's
a
2
recording
players.
on here where you interrupted my question and then you just went off, well, do I need a defensive end? Do I need this and that? I was getting to the part you interrupted.
Okay,
Anthony let me
ask
finish.
it.
Well, I already know your answer.
Ask it.
Okay. What we're getting at. Okay. So-
Hang on. Okay, go ahead.
So I'll finish it up. So
Go ahead.
even if I did have a quarterback, I would still draft one of them. I would still draft one of them because I could use them as trade value.
Nah, that's stupid.
Yeah, but like that would I be thinking if I was a GM. If I ever had,
But I didn't pose that question
That's
though.
what I'm saying. But to give him his context of his
Okay.
argument, that's what I'm saying. If
It's
it
an
really came down
open-ended
to-
question is
No,
what I'm
but
saying.
like, but
It's an open-ended question. If
That's like me saying,
But you
okay, no,
still take
check
them
this
1 or
out.
2.
That's like me saying, right? Check
But
this
you
out.
still take
That's like
them
me
1 or
saying,
2.
right? Okay, Justin Fields fell to the 5th pick. You got the 6th pick. Are you trading up to get him? But you already have
But you're
Derek
talking about
Carr.
trading up though. We're talking about the number 2 and number
so
1.
now why are you going to trade up?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying it's an open-ended question. Like I'm saying, if Fields or Lawrence dropped,
But the
Because
thing
it-
is, the great thing about this discussion is it's being recorded, so you can rewind it and know that you never let me.
when Fields is better than Lawrence, I'm gonna be laughing at his right there.
But you
But the
wouldn't
thing
have
is, you don't
drafted
even know
him.
what I'm going to say.
You already told me you like Lawrence more than Fields.
You gotta be.
Hey, wait.
No, hold up. Hold up.
Go.
Hold up. Okay. I'm pretty sure he said on a text he likes Fields more than Trevor Lawrence.
He does. He
I either
said that.
texted back on the group chat or in my head or never let him know something about Lawrence. So I'm going to go on here and I'm going to check. How does... I never in my mind had a thought about, yeah, definitively Trevor Lawrence is the best. Oh, hang on. Let me see. Hold up.
This is crazy, bro.
I just wanted to get into that.
Okay, but look, you guys keep talking. Keep making your field points.
No, I don't want to interrupt.
No, so I wanted. That was passive aggressive. No, but what I'm getting at, guys, to make my point, since I got the forum, is this is what's wrong with the NFL now. They cater to these fucking draft picks way too much. RG3 was a perfect example. Mike, what's his name?
Hang on.
All right, go get. We got it.
I think Fields' transition to the NFL will be easier and he'll have more success because of his style. And I said, we shall see. I never said I disagreed. I never said, no, Trevor Lawrence will. Hang on, I got the form. I never said that. I never indicated whatsoever that Trevor Lawrence is going to be better than Fields.
Oh, my God.
At any point. Now, to respond to your question, is if you were to ask me, who would I pick? I don't know yet. I would lean towards Trevor Lawrence. I probably would lean more to Trevor Lawrence because how long has Fields been doing it in college for? And right now, we're just going off the top right now terms of
2 years.
2 years. Okay.
Trevor Lawrence got 3.
3 years, right?
Well,
and he won the
that's the
natty.
thing.
He won the natty as a freshman, right? Hang on. He won the natty as a freshman.
Yeah.
Yes.
So back to that question with Heckelek, it will be surprising, in my opinion, if anybody else gets picked number one other than Trevor Lawrence.
I'll tell you guys this. It's very strange to see a quarterback come from winning a national championship anymore to be successful. Very strange to see that because college football, guys, is a lot different than professional football. So when a lot of people see these guys winning, we saw it in Jameis. We've seen it in a lot of different players. To come out of college and win a national championship, you are there just to win. You are not there to be a professional. That's the difference between a college and a professional athlete. So as a professional athlete, you're built around it, you deal with it, and you function around that.
Yeah.
As a college player, you are there to win, for your coach to get paid, not for you guys to get paid. So that's the difference. So that's why coaching in college is so important, because these coaches know how to win.
I just picked Justin Fields.
That's cool. So you think the Jets should pick Justin Fields? Or
Well, they
he
got the
should
second pick. Yeah, they have to.
I'm sorry. You think that the Jaguars should pick Justin Fields?
I don't think they should, but I would.
There you go. That's it. There it is. Like, would you pick him? I would. If
I
was a
would,
GM.
but
What improvement does the Jaguars need?
Dude,
They need a lot of improvement. But what specific area do they need to improve at?
well, they've needed a QB since like fucking 1999.
Minshew. What's that dude with the
Let me ask you guys like this: what position should the Jaguars be drafting
A quarterback.
with the number one pick?
A quarterback,
quarterback?
So it should be Justin Fields, in your opinion, right?
in my opinion.
And that's great because this is a TSR show.
Hold on though. The way Doug Marrone runs his system doesn't fit Justin Fields. It fits more of a Trevor Lawrence. That's what I'm
Do we
saying.
know that Doug Marrone's going to be there?
More than likely.
No, he's
More
not.
than likely.
They had a losing season, bro. How are you going to
Yeah,
guarantee that?
but you know he's going to bring him back
I don't know.
because we don't know who's going to be the coach of the Jets yet either.
Nobody knows though. As a
Exactly.
GM, as a GM, is the GM going to say, am I going to coach this guy's abilities or am I going to get the best player that I think is going to be out?
Yeah, I don't think if Marone is still there, that's what we know. As of right now, Marone is still there. That system doesn't fit Fields. Whoever you get at the Jets, we'll see if that system fits Fields. But Trevor Lawrence would be more comparable in the Jags. They need a pocket passer kind of guy. Hand the ball off and throw the ball down the field. That's what they like to do.
Okay. Okay. Well, that about wraps it up. The good thing is, I was going to say, the good thing about this is the TSR show, and we have our own opinions. Whether we look like a dumbass, whether we look like the smartest dude in the world,
I'm gonna stand by my shit.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to stand by our whatever we say.
He can keep rolling his damn eyes.
Who?
I'm gonna stand by my shit.
I didn't roll eyes.
If I look like an idiot, I'll come back and say, "Hey, I was wrong."
But Hector adds a lot of context to his arguments, so you got to remember to break that down a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. I think differently.
All right, well, that's about it. We out of here. TSR show. We out of here, cuz.
Later, guys. Have a good fun in the playoffs. Later, man.
We'll see y'all next week.